Hello everyone, welcome to the online session of Basic Electronics. I am Ami Patel, and in this video I am going to discuss about the bipolar junction transistor configurations. In the previous video of this chapter I had discussed about the BJT basics. Bipolar junction transistor are different types. We had also seen that BJT is having two types, that is NPN transistor and PNP transistor. We had also seen that how the BJT will behave when there is no external biasing is applied. That means there is no external DC supply is connected to the transistor, and what will be the behavior or what will be the carrier movement inside the semiconductor material of BJT when we are applying the external DC supply. So these all the things we had discussed in the previous video of this chapter. So now let us begin. So these are the contents I am going to discuss in this particular video. So first we are going to discuss the different BJT voltages and currents. So I will introduce what are the currents and voltages are important when we are connecting BJT in the circuit form. Then we will define the two current ratios, that is alpha DC and beta DC, and then we will see the BJT configuration. As we had already seen in the previous video of this chapter, that BJT is basically a three-terminal device. It has base, emitter and collector terminal. So this can be connected in the circuitry in different manner, and based on that we have three configurations, that is the common base, common emitter and common collector configuration. Let us see the BJT voltages and currents for NPN transistor. You can see this is the symbolic representation of NPN transistor. How will you identify that this is a NPN type? Then for that I had explained in the previous video that you can see on emitter arrow is outside. If arrow is going out, that means this transistor is the NPN transistor, and this particular terminal on which we are showing the arrow, that is the emitter terminal, and this middle one is the always base terminal, and other one without the arrow is the collector terminal. So current which is flowing in the collector is referred as the IC, that is the collector current, and at the emitter terminal that is IE, and at the base terminal is referred as the IB. Now two important voltages are there. One of them is the VCE, that is the voltage difference between these two terminals, that is collector end and emitter end, as well as the voltage across two terminals, that is base and emitter, which is given by VBE. Next is a PNP transistor. You can see over here on the emitter terminal the symbol is inside, that is why this is a symbol of PNP transistor, and this is the emitter terminal, this will be the base terminal, and this is the collector terminal. Similar way as the current which is flowing from collector is referred as IC, at the emitter terminal that is IE, and at the base terminal that is IB. And always we are interested in the voltage difference between the collector terminal and the emitter terminal, so that is shown with the VCE, and the voltage difference between base and emitter terminal is shown with the VBE. Now we are interested in the polarity of the current and voltages which are shown over here. You can see in the NPN transistor, at the emitter terminal we have shown the emitter current which is coming outside from this emitter terminal. So always the arrow shown on the emitter shows the current flow direction. So from in NPN transistor, emitter current is flowing outside. So this is the direction of the current. The arrow shows the direction of the current. And in PNP transistor, the arrow is basically inside, that is why this emitter current is flowing inside. And similarly, as in NPN transistor, this current is flowing outside from the emitter terminal, that's why from this collector terminal current is flowing inside. So this will be the in general the flow of current in the NPN transistor. because this arrow shows the current is flowing outside from the emitter terminal. So in the PNP transistor, this current at the emitter terminal is flowing inside. That's why the overall current flow will be in this particular direction, and from the base current is coming outside. Next we will define alpha DC and beta DC. So alpha DC is defined as the ratio of DC collector current to the DC emitter current. So we have shown it with the alpha DC is equal to IC divided by IP, and typical value of alpha DC is less than 1, but it will be close to 1. So the range of this alpha will be 0.95 to 0.995. Beta DC is defined as the ratio of collector current to the DC base current. So beta DC is shown with the IC divided by IB, and beta is in the range of 20 to 300. Now we will discuss the BJT configuration. BJT is 3-terminal device. It can be connected in 3 possible ways, because for any circuit connection we need to have input and output. So 2 terminals of BJTs are connected for input and output, and the third one is being grounded. So based on which of the terminal of BJT is being grounded, we have 3 different configuration of transistor, and it includes the common base, common emitter and common collector. When we are discussing the common base configuration, that means the base terminal is being grounded, and common emitter, that means the emitter terminal is grounded. Common collector, that means the collector terminal is being grounded. Let us see the common base configuration. So this is the circuit diagram for the common base configuration. You can see the symbolic representation. This is the base terminal, this is the emitter terminal, and this one is the collector terminal. So base is being grounded. So base terminal is common between input and output. We are applying input at the emitter terminal. So this is the input signal applied at the emitter terminal, and we are taking the output at the collector terminal. So output is taken at the collector. So this is the common base configuration, where we are applying input at the emitter and we are taking output at the collector. And in order to bias this transistor configuration into active region, we keep this base to emitter junction forward bias, and collector to base junction we will be keeping in the reverse bias. So depending on that, as this is N transistor, depending on that we have connected the battery. So base is P side, that's why positive is connected over here and negative is connected over here. So VBE will be such that it will keep this base to emitter junction forward bias, and this collector to base junction is being reverse biased by applying this collector to base power supply. Now we will see the common emitter configuration. In this is the emitter terminal which is being grounded, and we are applying input to the base terminal and we are taking the output from the collector terminal. And here also, in order to bias this configuration into active region, we keep base to emitter junction forward bias and collector to base junction in the reverse bias. And for that, this VBB, that is this battery at the input and at the collector, is being connected. And last, we are having the common collector configuration. In common collector configuration, this collector is being grounded. So collector terminal is common between input and output. Input we are applying at the base and output we are taking from the emitter. With this, I am ending this session over here. Thank you.